everyone, my name is Tamara Chambers.
And I'm Mr. Pink.
You would be. And this is Tamara's Never Seen.
You can do the snap this time.
Oh, thank you. You dick! Today we're watching Reservoir Dogs.
I've seen most of the Tarantino films. I haven't seen this one.
Yeah.
And this is like the one that apparently started his style and like kind of all the Tarantino cliches and stuff like that. I hear it's good. I don't know much else about it. You know, I know one other scene, but I won't say yet. I'll wait till
Till it comes.
Yeah.
I haven't seen this, and I haven't seen the Jackie one.
Jackie Brown. Oh, that's really good. Oh, you'll like that movie. You'll dig that a lot.
I think those are the only two, though.
Yeah. And I haven't seen Hateful Eight, so maybe it'll be another one.
Nice. All right, are you ready?
Let's do it. Ah!
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, pretty solid.
I will say, I think the first bit of it is solid. It's good, but when you really get the twists, the reveal that he's the cop and he shoots the guy that's torturing him, I think that's when it really blows up.
So here's the thing. Everybody like usually knows this movie. If you don't, you know one scene, and that's the scene where he's dancing to the guy tied in the chair and it cuts the ear and they get shot.
I
knew that dude. I knew right away. Okay, well, Tim Roth. But here's what I like. Even if you know that, I thought that was like gonna be at the end of the movie.
Yeah.
Like,
for sure.
I know that scene. I'm like, well, that's gonna be the end. That's gonna be the big twist. It's like, no, it's in the middle. And I remember watching, like, well, where the hell are they gonna go from here now?
For sure. Yeah, I'm glad it happened when it did, because I felt like it was still really good, but once that happened, it really came alive for me. The film was just like, oh, I'm super engaged now.
It started off interesting, because I kind of like those, you know, little conversations. Then he was shot, and they're trying to put together what happened and everything. And then, somewhere it's, then Michael Madsen came in, that was cool and stuff. Somewhere in, like, one of the flashbacks, I was starting to lose it a little bit, like, you know, yeah, okay, they're sitting, talking, I don't need to know everything about this guy, and then, yeah, I think after that happened, after the reveal, it kind of got really, really good again.
Awesome. Yeah, for, like, there was a lot of good things happening, and it was, like, it looked great and everything, but, like, for Tarantino, I feel like it was a little bland, just because of his style is just, like, so
It's
intense.
really kind of evolved, yeah, and, I love the idea. I love the fact that all this kind of takes place in this warehouse. I like that you don't really know that much about these people and you kind of find out more and more. Almost too much, again. I think like some of the Michael Madsen stuff, like him just sitting in that office with that dude and then like doing that weird wrestling bit, whatever that was.
For sure.
That was weird.
Yeah, you know, we have all of these characters, and I cared more about every single one of them than I did about the two leads of Legend. So.
Yeah, man, talk about total opposite, like where there's like little to no dialogue in Legend, and then here it's like literally nothing but dialogue. I mean, it's like all talking, you're in this warehouse, you know, that's kind of it, but it's
right.
It's so good and it's so entertaining, you know. I don't know what Tarantino's one of those people. I always say, no, I don't want to see a Tarantino film. No, I'm sick of it. I'm just sick of them.
Really?
And then when I see them, I'm always like, shit, that was good.
I love them. There were two conversations that they had that I thought were so good. One was the very beginning where they were talking about the tips, and they really go into it about tipping. And I thought that was hilarious because it's like, why are you spending so long on this conversation about tipping? And then the one about the names too was really good.
What I like about that opening conversation, too, is I like a movie where, like, the way the camera work was, you could argue it's even kind of sloppy. It's kind of going over the shoulder and kind of stays there for a little bit. And I actually went like this, like to look over the guy's shoulder. And I'm like, did I really just do that? I feel like in a weird way, only great directors can do that. You kind of feel like you're eavesdropping, which I think you're kind of supposed to a little bit.
Yeah, that's a good way to put that.
Yeah, and I don't know why. I felt like it worked. It didn't feel like too pretentious.
Yeah.
That's the thing with Tarantino. I always think it's going to be too pretentious, and it's like just enough. It's just enough where I'm like, I'm really interested. I want to know what's going to happen, and this is really smart. But man, you're always like, you're right here, buddy. I'm always ready to hate you, and then it's like, shit, you're
you
good.
Got me. You got me.
You're like really good.
Damn. That last shot, though, not last shot, but the last actual like shot.
shot.
Killing the three guys at once was so good.
Yeah.
We replayed it and watched it again. It was so good.
Yeah, that was one of those where it's like I'm just watching, and then we're like, wait, how you're saying like how'd the son get shot? It's like did Harvey Keitel do that
Get
with Rwanda?
both?
It's like yeah, he did. He just did it so smoothly, and it's one of those things where it's just like. Man, just getting that down, like, everyone has to, you shoot first, then you turn that way, and then shoot. I mean, like,
and, like
to get that down perfectly,
yeah.
and, like, the little exploding
with the
blood
squibs,
packs and
yeah.
everything. I mean, it's just, I can't imagine what a pain in the ass it must have been to time out.
For sure.
If you get it wrong, it's like, shit, we gotta put all this blood up, we gotta clean it.
That's what I was gonna ask. Like, I wonder how many takes they had to do of that, because it was great. And like to see it from where they shot it, to see the three of them just drop, like bing, bing, bing. It was just so like. No.
Yeah,
like,
and it happened so fast. I mean, that was like a ballet there. That was like a perfectly timed bit, much more impressive than the continuity of Harvey Keitel smoking a cigarette. You guys notice that? Like, he lights Steve, this is in the opening, he lights Steve Buscemi's cigarette, and he's supposed to light his, it's like a mile away, doesn't light it, and he just sort of puts it in his mouth and puts it down, he keeps doing that, and then he does it again, and I'm thinking like, was this gonna play into something, you know, like he's not really a smoker, so he's like in on the deal, or like he's a cop too, and it's like, nope, just, he didn't want to smoke. How hard would it have been to just write that out? Don't have him smoke.
Absolutely. Or like get him a fake cigarette.
Yeah. Just look it up to see if you guys, if you didn't catch that, take a look at that.
I really enjoyed it. I wish that Tim Roth wouldn't have admitted that he was a cop at the end. But I guess since you didn't see him die, it was kind of a nice thing because they had built up this friendship.
No, but I feel like that's what they're hinting at when it's a close-up on him and then you hear bang, and then bang, 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 he falls. I think you're assuming he shoots him.
Okay.
That was my assumption anyway.
I wasn't sure.
Like, I mean, that's what I got out of it. And you were even saying, like, why would he admit that? I'm like, well, he did literally just,
give his life
his life for him. I mean, it's kind of, I guess, the least he can do.
I would have just let him go out, like, with, like,
yeah,
a
let him
good
be
thought.
happy.
Just be happy.
Let him be
It's
happy.
okay. I'm not a bad person. Especially the last couple Tarantino films that have come out, there's some really gruesome things, but that torture scene was, like, difficult to watch.
Which is ironic because they show nothing. Like, even when he, like, cuts his cheek, I mean, he goes like this and then it cuts to the other side of him going, oh, like that, and it's like, honestly, that's not that much, but it's shot so well.
Yeah.
And the sounds and the acting is so good.
The soundtrack for this really, really helped with everything. It was just perfectly matched.
Love Stephen Wright's weird cameo, too, as the 70s DJ.
Oh, yeah.
Well, what a weird choice, but I love that dude. I mean, so yeah, I'll take anything he's I'll take him in Swan Princess, man. I just love that dude.
I mean, it was really strongly acted. Like, everyone was just so good. Yeah, it was just good.
Yeah, just good movie.
Yeah.
Recommend it.
I recommend.
Even though we gave away everything, it's one of those where it's like it kind of gives away a lot of stuff halfway through and in the middle of everything anyway, so.
I love that you said that everyone knows about that scene, because I literally know nothing, and I never call things in films. I'm never like, this is gonna happen, and then it happens. So, of course I didn't know.
No, that's one, like, they do parodies of it, including in The Simpsons, which you haven't seen yet, so.
Right. It was really good. I am glad to have knocked off another Tarantino film.
Yeah, I think Hateful
list.
Eight is the last one I got, man. Yeah, I think I probably would have seen them all by this point. Yeah, after this one, it's like, again, it was one of those, like, I can go without seeing this. I'm like, I should see it, and I'm glad I saw it. It was pretty good.
What is your favorite Tarantino film?
Shit. I think it's a toss. Having not seen Hateful Eight, I think it's a toss-up between... Shit, no, it's a three-way toss-up, I have to be honest. Three-way toss-up between Pulp Fiction, Jackie Brown, and Django Unchained.
Django is on my list. I've got two, Kill Bill and Django. Those are my faves.
If Kill Bill was one movie, I probably would have it up there. I didn't think it needed to be two. I think you have done it in one.
And they're so different. Like, it's a little weird.
Yeah, I feel like you could have put it in one, but I haven't really seen a bad film yet from him. It's pretty enjoyable. It's always a lot of fun to watch. Even when I'm like, I don't want to have fun, he makes me have fun. So.
Thank you for joining me 3 different weeks.
Yeah, totally, yeah. Thank you for advising me to bring the exact same shirts. We're liars.
Thank you so much for watching. I'll see y'all next week. Bye.